There's going to be a new concrete pad being poured here in, I don't know, within the next week or two of me making this video. And I don't know that I'm going to be able to get any of that on film. I'll probably be working, but in the event that I do, you guys will hopefully see that. So what I'm doing here is just picking up all of these stones. A previous person that lived here put all these stones down, and he didn't do the best job at it. They're all pretty uneven, and we just want to deal with concrete over here rather than having to weed whack around all of these stones. I have done this for between myself and my dad. We have weed whacked around these stones an awful lot around the throughout the years, and stone walks are very high maintenance. They are not something that I would want because you have to weed whack around each stone, or you pull weeds, or you, let's see, you could spray them, and then you track those chemicals everywhere on your bottoms of your feet, into your house, into your car, etc., etc. So really, uh, a concrete walk is just the way to go. And as you can see, there is a lot of stones here. This took me pretty much an afternoon of pretty hard work. I really didn't stop for a whole lot, maybe to drink or something, but it was very warm. I think it was 85 or 80 or 85 degrees and pretty high humidity. So it was kind of on the warm side doing this, but we got the majority of it done, and now you guys should see the 8N coming up out of this little hole that we're in. Unfortunately, this trailer is not a dump trailer. Whenever I was making this thing, I should have turned it into a dump trailer. That would have been a very smart idea. But you see me throwing these stones into the weeds. This is actually, in amongst all these weeds, there is, oh my goodness, probably, I don't know, 5 to 10 tons, maybe more of stone that we just put here over the years. And we just keep adding to it because we're kind of taking out stone walks and stuff. But yeah, and pretty much it didn't take me too long to unload this thing, but a dump trailer would have been nice. I could have just pressed a button and the trailer would have dumped itself. So, but yeah, we're just getting them unloaded. And boy, man, the bugs the day that I was doing this, oh my gosh, the bugs were unreal how many there were. This next stone that I'm taking out, this was just a step to get up onto the side entrance of the porch here. And of course, like a lot of things around here, it has sunk into the ground, I don't know, 4 inches. So you kind of had to dig it out of its hole, and I needed a way to get the chain around this thing. So all you have to do for that is just stand on the shovel and try to work the chain underneath the stone. That's about all I could do with just one person here. I've got to say this crane and this trailer were an awesome investment. This is just a pickup truck crane from Harbor Freight with a jack on it, and moving stones and stuff like this is the way to move them. You don't tear up the yard, and all it is just a winch and a crane and stuff. So it's a pretty simple and cheap way to move decent sized stones. I bet that stone weighed maybe 300 pounds. I'm really not sure. So now we're back to picking up all these flat ones. These ones, the grass and stuff would grow underneath the stone. And for you to pull the grass out, you would have to pull the stones up to pull the grass out. And I don't really want to have to do that. I don't know about anyone else watching this video, but it's just kind of a lot of work dealing with this, and it doesn't look the greatest. The stones worked and whatnot, but concrete is really the way to go. So in case anyone's wondering what this tractor is, this is a 1948 or 49 Ford 8N. So that would put this tractor at 60, 70 years old, roughly this year. So this tractor's got some age to it, and it's still going, which I think is pretty neat. And if anyone is looking for a cheap tractor, you definitely want to look at the Ford N series, the Ford 8N, 9N, or 2N series, and even into the hundreds. The hundreds have a bigger motor and stuff to move, to power the tractor. So, and it's nice when I was using the crane here that I didn't have to move the machine to get those other stones. They're behind the camera here, and all I did was just spool out some more cable and just winch them to the trailer instead of taking the trailer to the stones. Now, unfortunately, I had the winch cable wrap itself around the outside of the spool in between the spool of wire or spool of cable itself and the motor, so I have to fix that. That's why I didn't use it, and that's why I just loaded those stones there up into the bucket of the 8N. So he did put the landscape fabric down on the underneath these stones, but again, the grass grows underneath the stones, so you really don't it's easier to pull the stones out with the landscape fabric under there, but you still have to move the stones or try to pull the grass out, and it's just not something we want to do. But I'll tell you, there was still some decent sized stones in here, and I probably could have fit all of this in just 2 loads if I really wanted to stack the stones, but I didn't really want to overload the Jeep trailer more than it was already overloaded. And the 8N definitely was working, pulling this thing. You'll see here in the next clip. Spinning some tires and stuff. That 8N, I think, weighs 2,500 or 3,500 pounds, something like that. I thought it'd be a good idea to demonstrate this bucket on this tractor. This is a trip bucket and a manure bucket for this machine. There's no cylinder on the front of this thing. All it is a a pin that you pull, and you just lift the loader up and the bucket dumps itself. And then to latch it, you just put the loader back down, the loader arms back down, and push the handle back up. You'll see me push it up right there, and now the bucket is latched. Pretty slick little setup there.